The new year has come. God bless us, everyone. We're on the road to Generation 10, and I'm both excited and anxious since Generation 9 was a little hit or miss. But moving towards the future, let's have some predictions for the upcoming years of Pokemon and hope for the best. I'm Hermit Grab, and these are 10 bold Pokemon predictions. Number 10, a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is regarded as one of the best Pokemon side games to possibly one of the best Pokemon games ever, especially with Explorers of the Sky being the frontrunner of that claim. The last time we had a new Mystery Dungeon was in 2015 with Super Mystery Dungeon, and no, I'm not counting Red and Blue Rescue Team DX since it's more of a remaster than a new Mystery Dungeon game. Considering that the Mystery Dungeon series missed Z-moves, Gigantamax, and now Terrestrialize, I'm hoping that the new Mystery Dungeon game explores these again or showcases the new gimmick for the new generation. Number 9. A Pokepark sequel or remake. Pokepark was a very simple and nice game with hints of Mystery Dungeon and the predecessor to the Wild Area in Sword and Shield. There are nice and cute moments in Pokepark like playing tag and hide and seek while playing as Pikachu and the starters. I hope they bring this game back for a sequel or a remake since it fits the Switch's style perfectly rather than the Wii. Perhaps a Pokepark game featuring the Alola region with the totem Pokemon being the island heads would be cool, or something new would be cool as well. Number 8. A Let's Go Johto game. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee have surprisingly been one of the most loved Pokemon games due to it executing plenty of things that fans wanted, like following Pokemon, the return of Mega Evolutions, and new experiences different from Generation 1 and Fire Red and Leaf Green. Let's Go Johto would be amazing since Generation 2 is regarded as one of the most stacked games with loads of content. This also gives the Generation 2 trainers the chance to obtain the Fairy type since they never got the chance since the type's release. Number 7. Pokemon Conquest sequel or remake. Pokemon Conquest is the most underrated Pokemon game of all time, and it needs a sequel or a remake. I understand that it was originally a collab game with Pokemon and Nobunaga's Ambition, but the game is really good and I recommend anyone to give it a try. Maybe a spin-off with a different point in time, or a tie-in with Hisui, or maybe even a collab with Fire Emblem. Number 6. A non-dragon type pseudo-legendary Pokemon. This one is for the real ones out there. I know that some of y'all are getting sick of dragon types hogging the spotlight in the pseudo-legendary list, and I'm also getting numb to it too. Metagross and Tyranitar are the only non-dragon type pseudo-legendary Pokemon on the list, and a lot of people like them because they are good and not a pseudo-legendary dragon type. Don't get me wrong, but I like some of these Pokemon like Salamence, Garchomp, and Dragapult, and the new Excalibur. But I would like to see a pseudo-legendary Pokemon that also isn't a dragon type. Number 5. Pokemon Colosseum sequel. I know Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness exists, but I want to see a sequel to that. A new Pokemon Colosseum game would be really cool and go back to the insane and crazy setting of Pokemon Colosseum. Not only that, but since there would be less Pokemon here than the typical core series, the devs would focus on the battle animations since it is what made the game special even in the modern era of 3D Pokemon battles. Number 4. A new Pokemon Legends game. Pokemon Legends Arceus is regarded as one of, if not the best Pokemon game of all time. So why not continue that with the new Legends game? It doesn't have to be in the Hisui region, but it can also be in other regions. Exploring the Pokemon world again in old regions would be really cool. Can it happen in the Hoenn region, please? Number 3. Black and White remakes come, but people don't like it. This one may be controversial. I know that there are a lot of people that like Black and White, but most of what I heard is centered around Black 2 and White 2. Don't get me wrong, I love Unova and most of the Pokemon in the game, but with the performance of BDSP, I'm not sure if the black and white remakes can live up to the hype. Generation 5 is when the sprites began to move and have its own unique animations, but the remakes won't have that due to using models now. If anything, they need to pull a huge amount of effort to make the black and white remakes great, especially since BDSP did not do so well. Number 2, a regional variant featuring a major legendary Pokemon. I know that we already have a regional variant with the legendary birds in Sword and Shield, but those aren't major legendary Pokemon. The major legendary Pokemon I'm talking about are the likes of Mewtwo, Lugia, Rayquaza, Giratina, and Kyurem. Now, I don't know what type or appearance they would have, but I want to see Game Freak pull it off. Considering that the regional variants are a welcome and much-loved feature by the majority of Pokemon fans, seeing a major legendary Pokemon get one could potentially change the competitive scene or even get banned. And number 1, a new type. Fans have been clamoring for a new type to be introduced, like the sound type, the digital type, and the air type, but I may not agree with some of their picks since Fairy is the number 1 type right now, and these types don't really affect the Fairy type in any major way. Nonetheless, I feel that Pokemon will introduce the new type for Generation 10, and it will shake up Pokemon to its core, hoping to bring balance to the Pokemon world or destroy it. Either way, it will have fans speculating and thinking of various lineups, tactics, and art for the new type. Thank you guys for watching, and comment down below your bold prediction for Pokemon. Remember, the bolder, the better. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel with post notifications on. And of course, I'm Hermit Grab. I'll see you soon.